Alright, this is a video on how to do the final top layer of a Rubik's Cube. This is for a friend who I'm currently teaching. Alright, this is assuming you know how to do half of it, which is the first two layers, which is right here. I'll be making a video later just to continue this, but first two layers are the two I'm spinning right now. Color does not matter, but if you can get this far, you should know that by now. Alright, let me go ahead and mess this up. I'm going to be just doing the white side on the bottom, just so it's easier. This is assuming you know how to get to here, where there's two layers done. Alright, well, what you're trying to do is, for this next step, is there's 4 steps before solving this. Alright, first, make the cross. Second, solve cross. Third, make corners. Fourth, solve corners. Alright, when you're doing the first two, you're not going to be worrying about the corners. These are the corners. You're not going to be worrying about those. You're only worrying about what's in the middle, which is the cross. You will have one of 4 things that will happen by the time you get here. One is the one you want, which is the cross. It's already done for you. But most of the time, that's not going to happen. You'll either have something like this, where it's an L shape. Again, corners may be different. You might have like some of these that are already yellow, but you don't care about corners. So the L shape, there's an L shape. Another one is a line. Again, right there, see, that does not matter. It doesn't matter if you have those. You just worry about these. So right there you have a line. So that's the second, that's the third one actually. Or you'll have a dot. So from here, there's an algorithm you'll need to know. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making the cross. You'll have to use this algorithm more than once unless you have the line. The algorithm is, this is assuming you already know the notation. So for the first, it's F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And what that does, if it's on the dot, this will be the one that takes the longest. You just go ahead and when you have the dot, no matter where you do it, it'll turn into the L. And throughout all these algorithms, you want to make sure the white side or the solved side you did first is on the bottom. And the top side, the top layer, it's always facing up for the algorithm's sake. Like up would always be the top color. D, which we'll get to later, would be bottom, which is the same thing as down. So yeah, so once you get to the L, you'll need to make sure that there's an empty space. Like well, sometimes this will be also yellow, but you need an empty space. So the empty space is right here, or the trapped space, I should say, because it's kind of like that space is trapped by the L. You want that to be in the back left. So like if you're holding it, white's on bottom, that's on top, so that's in the back left. And then you want to do the algorithm. So it's front, right, up, right prime, up prime, F prime. And what that'll give you is the line, which is the next one. You'll have to, like I said, you'll have to do this algorithm more than once, but you just need to be aware of where you need to use it. For the line, again, that does not matter. These corners do not matter. So right here, you want the line to go left to right. And then you do the exact same thing. Front, right, up, right prime, up prime, F prime. And then right there you should have the cross like this. Alright, next step is to solve the cross, which is to make it so all these pieces, these 4 edge pieces, are in the right spot. Like right there, that does not match up. That matches. That doesn't. That also matches. You can turn this without messing out anything else, but you'll either have 2 like this, where it's 2 like left and the right side, or you'll have one where it's say front right here like that. You'll either have 2 across from each other or 2 next to each other. Right now this is 2 across, or you'll have them all done, but this is one of them. So when you do it right here, you need to solve the cross. There's another algorithm, and that is right, up, right prime, up, right, up, right prime. It's a bit longer, but it's actually really easy because you're only moving 2 sides. Alright, so what you're going to need to do is, if it's the red and orange side like this, where they're across from each other, you also need, like the line earlier, you need to have them on the, like your left hand and one on the right side. So then you'll need to do that algorithm. So it's right, up, right prime, up, right, up, right prime. And then when you have the 2 across, you'll have to do it twice. Because what that does is it makes it so you have 2 rights. You might have to turn the top a couple times. See how that's right. Blue and orange, blue and red are right, but these 2 are wrong. But now you have it so these 2 are right and these 2 are wrong, which is what you want. So now you put the 2 that are right in these positions, back and right. So these 2 are the ones you need to switch, and then you do that again. Right prime, right, up, right prime, up, right, up, right. And then you have to do the up to finish it, like that. And then they should all be matching. Alright, that's step 2. Now step 3, now you don't worry about the middle and the corner and the edges, sorry. Now you worry about the corners. So on the corners, there's 2 steps. Make the corners and solve the corners. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing a move that switches 3 corners at a time to get them where you want. So right now you're going to look for a piece that's in the right place but may not be the right orientation. Like it is right here. This one, you can tell that it's in the right place because of all the colors that are surrounding it, but it's not oriented right. Right here you can tell it's in the wrong place, wrong place, wrong place. Alright, what you need to do is you need to find the one that's in the right place, right there. There's either going to be 1, none, or all that are in the right place. So you find that one, you put that one in the back right, or back left, sorry, and then you do this next algorithm. But you have to make sure that's in the back left. This next algorithm is R prime, U, L, U prime, R, U, L prime, U prime. Alright. What that looks like that. Alright, now you need to look, you might have to do that more than once, because what that's doing is it's keeping this in the same place, but it's rotating this to here, and then that to there. That's what that's doing. Alright, but now see, on the first, you'll have to do that more than once sometimes. But see, this actually worked, where that's in the right place, that's in the right place, that's in the right place, and that's in the right place. So that's step 3. That's make the corners. Now this is the hardest section by all, so I'm going to make a whole separate video on just how to do that.